In this video, we will talk about 10H activation function. To understand this 10H and other activation function, you need to understand all the basics. If you don't know, please check the previous videos in playlist. Now we will talk about 10H activation function. So the formula of 10H activation function is 1 to the power x minus 1 to the e to the power minus x upon e to the power x plus e to the power minus x. So if we talk about the range of that function, it is nothing but minus 1 to 1. The, and the range of a derivative of the function is 0 to 1. So we can see by the graph, it is a simple 10h function. 10h function. The ranges is lying between minus 1 to 1. And the derivative of that function is 0 to 1. So like sigmoid activation function, it is also has vanishing gradient problem. We already talked about vanishing gradient problem in sigmoid activation function. It is nothing but the whenever we have a large neural network, the weight updation become difficult in a backpropagation. So for that, please see my video of a sigmoid activation function. If our neural network is deep, so we can use 10H. But if it is a more and more deep neural network like this, if our neural network is something like this, so that we can use a 10H activation function. Like in our, if we have a thin number of hidden layers, but if it is more and more deeper, then our 10H activation function also show us the vanishing gradient problem. So it will become unsuccessful in that case. Like our sigmoid activation function, it cannot be work over here. Sigmoid activation function cannot work here also. 10H is not so not work here also. In that case, we can use our sigmoid. In that case, we have a 10H. But in that case, we cannot use our sigmoid and 10H. See, if a sigmoid activation function we cannot use here because here it will show us a vanishing gradient problem. But we can use our 10H activation function. So both sigmoid and 10H activation function. So it means they have some levels to do work. We can say this problem by we can fix this problem by using our ReLU activation function. Our ReLU activation function. We can solve this problem by ReLU activation. In my next video, I will talk about ReLU activation function. Please subscribe the channel. Bye.